Listen to this. A few years back, this degenerate political staffer named Brandon Phillips had been convicted of multiple crimes in Bibb County for some brutal violence. A few months later, he was arrested again for an armed altercation, and then again a few years later for animal cruelty. This kid was such a mess that he had to resign from the Trump campaign. But Congressman Mike Collins saw Brandon and thought he'd make a great chief of staff. So Mike hired Brandon to run his entire congressional office. Fast forward 4 years, and as we speak, both Brandon and Mike are under active federal investigation for illegally funneling federal tax dollars to Brandon's girlfriend. Then last month, Brandon starts mocking a rape victim on Mike's official campaign account. And even then, Mike only fired Brandon after the head of a Republican super PAC threatened to cancel tens of millions of dollars of support from Mike's campaign. So Brandon's gone, and Mike Collins promotes a young man named Kip to be his new chief of staff. But then it's revealed Kip's been briefing Nick Fuentes, the Hitler admirer, and Richard Spencer, the Charlottesville guy, on how he's using Mike Collins' office to free a Holocaust denier from prison. And Mike's okay with this. Kip's still on the payroll, because this is the same Mike Collins who saw a gang of young men harassing a black female college student with monkey sounds, and Mike Collins called it, quote, Ole Miss taking care of business. See, there's a reason Brian Kemp worked so hard to stop Mike. Why Eric Erickson said Mike, quote, knowingly hired a sociopath with a criminal record who was alleged to have used your and my tax dollars to subsidize his girlfriend. Why conservative radio host Shelley Winter called Mike a bottom feeder. Why Coach Dooley said that Mike's, quote, disgusting behavior does not represent Georgia values or, frankly, any values. There's a reason one of the founders of the Tea Party said just last week, quote, I cannot in good conscience vote for Mike Collins. He is unfit for office. And the reason is that Mike Collins is a bigot and an anti-Semite under federal investigation for the illegal misuse of tax dollars, widely known as a man of poor character who lacks the judgment and integrity to serve in the United States Senate. And now, Savannah, now the bigot congressman, who's only a congressman because his daddy was a congressman, wants a promotion. But Savannah, come November, we'll end his political career instead.